is Cool FAB-Racing.
Welcome back to Lydd for round 6 of the Cool FAB-Racing British Mini Bikes Championship. It's MiniGP50 up next. But before we get there, let's have a chat with the riders who have been drawn to be in the third of the BSB teams we're featuring this weekend. It's Tyco BMW and the riders Sullivan Mounsey, Sandy Horn, Owen Mellor and the Minimoto rookie Ben Smith. Ben, you had a great start to this season. I know you're struggling a little bit recently, but what are you hoping Tyco BMW can do for your career moving forward?
Yeah, I think the bike would work better, and now I'm in the MiniGP50 riding for Tyco. I think that would be a big push-up for me, and then see how I do in Tyco.
What's your plans for next season? Are you still in Minimoto?
Yeah, I think I'm re-racing the liquid cooled and the Air AC40 Pro, and I might be get a measure kit just like to get used to it and just like to start and get the gears changed and everything.
Okay, and we already know you're a real front runner in the Scottish Championships, and of course you come into this championship this year, done really well. So I guess for the team next year, you're going to be one of their bankers with an opportunity to win the championship for Tyco BMW next year.
Yeah, I think.
Owen, where were you when you heard that you'd been drawn to be in Tyco BMW?
I was at my grandma and granddad's.
And I know you're really happy. I can tell from your smile you're absolutely delighted. And it's a big team as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who's your favourite rider in the team then?
They're all good.
They are all good, you're right. Good answer. And Sullivan Mounsey, new to the championship, when you were drawn out of the big plastic bucket to be in Tyco BMW, I'd not seen you in the championship at all to that point, so it was really, really lucky for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I was just racing at Swindon, no, not racing, but riding at Swindon, and I don't know how I got picked in that bucket, but it's just really weird.
Yeah, and I know you're really pleased about it. Tell us a little bit about your first round last time at Wilton Mill. I know you had a crash there, but you enjoy the weekend?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. The only sad thing was that I had a GRC engine and they're really slow, and I caused an accident with it because there's 2 blatters. But yeah.
It was a bit of a dream come true for Sally, but he's been trying very hard at Swindon and he's had some good people behind him, and we're looking forward to competing in the series, so it's good.
It's a fantastic opportunity for him. I feel like there's like a sort of a gap after what we're doing now, leading up to progressing through to things like the BSB and I think this could fill that gap.
He had a great start to this season, Ben. He was leading the championship at one point. He's fallen away a bit now, so he must be hoping that what the team can do is give him that extra little bit of confidence, extra little bit of advice, I guess.
We had major problems with the bike in rounds 3 and 4, huge problems, and it just wasn't performing at all. So it wasn't too bad from round 5, but today, this weekend he's doing really, really well at the moment. Confidence, it upset him a bit, to be honest. He was gutted because he was winning, he was doing really well. But it's just part of racing, and you just have to accept it. And he's learning. He's only a young man, but he's learning as we go along. So.
This is only Sandy's second season at the Minimotos, so to get the opportunity with Tyco BMW is unbelievable. Even just for myself as well, to help myself out, because a lot of the mechanics, believe it, are far better than me. But no, for Sandy, unbelievable. Like I say, fingers crossed everything goes okay this season and the next few seasons.
So here we go for MiniGP50. Harvey Claridge and Callum Beach on the front row, with Corey Stainer and Scott Ogden on the second. Crockford, O'Gorman, Coggins, Knight, Hopper and Hall rounding out the top 10 to make it an incredibly competitive field, with Vince Smart and Holly Harris giving chase behind. Away we go, and it's a great start from Claridge. He holds the inside line straight away, and it already looks as though there's a couple of movements through the field, but Harvey Claridge is definitely going to want to make light work of this one. He's not going to have it so easy.
Callum Beach in second place. Corey Stainer's slipped into third, or slipped down to third. He won the first race of the weekend. Corey Stainer, the first time he's taken a win in MiniGP50. We've said often about Corey, he's a major talent, and that win earlier in the day, Jake, is going to give him a huge amount of confidence moving forward.
Yeah, I really like watching Corey Stainer these days. He seems to have hit a curveball, doesn't he? He is in that frame of mind now where he can really challenge for race victories and podiums. He's going to go for the move on the inside line, or is he going to get a chance? Yes, he puts his wheel on the inside line, and he's got it. Absolutely superb. That was the most opportunistic of moves you could wish to find, and he made good use of it.
Fantastic move. Callum has to give him the room, run wide on the exit. That allowed Casey O'Gorman to get that much closer. The man with the orange wheels, Harvey Claridge, though, he was the man that dominated this class early in the season, Jake. But he's finding it a lot more difficult as the season goes on. Callum Beach provided the challenge at Landau. Harvey overcame the challenge in the final turn that day as Callum looks down the inside. But Harvey couldn't match the performance from Casey O'Gorman at Wilton Mill. It was Casey that took the win that day, and Harvey Claridge certainly under pressure these days.
Yeah, just check out this battle within the top four. It's amazing. Claridge, Stainer, Beach, O'Gorman. It is absolutely electric nowadays, and it looks as though Stainer's going to try. He leaves it a little bit too late to back out of the challenge, and that's going to back him into Beach and O'Gorman. But Casey O'Gorman is still pushing hard to get into the top three. He might get a chance here into Lakeside. He doesn't quite have the room, but he's definitely got the determination. Four incredible riders going for the win here. Harvey Claridge, he hasn't known what's hit him. He's got so much competition now.
And these four battling at the front and up the inside. Corey Stainer looking again, but can't quite get it done. But these four battling are allowing Crockford and Ogden to get that much closer. So this could become a six-way battle, although we've got two at the front as we look like Casey O'Gorman going down the inside. Is he going to take that third place?
I think he is. Yes, I think he's made it to the braking zone first. Surely he's going to get in the third position. Yes, he's there. And we've still got Crockford and Ogden, as you say, Alan, joining the battle. Six-way fight for the victory. I've seen some races in Cool Fab that have taken my breath away and put goosebumps down my spine, but this one is already building to a crescendo, and we're barely even halfway home yet.
Cracking race so far. So Claridge on the 16. That's 34. Corey Stainer, 19 pictured there. Scott Ogden, but he's further back. I think 6th place currently, but it's Casey O'Gorman's looking interesting here. Crockford on the 55. Ogden there at the back of the group on the orange and black machine, the 19 machine.
I'd keep an eye on Casey O'Gorman. He's really starting to threaten Corey Stainer. But interestingly, on the backside of the circuit, Stainer's got a very different line to Harvey Claridge. He gets a much better purchase on the throttle off of the bumps as Jeremy Knight there runs in front of the 12. That's Coggins, and also Jake Hopper's in there. Cameron Hall is out of the race, unfortunately. I think the leaders are just passing him. Yes, there is his bike, and there is Cameron Hall trudging away despondently. But look at this scrap. Harvey Claridge battling away with Corey Stainer. It looks as though Casey O'Gorman's dropped back a little bit, but look, again, up the inside, he's got a much more aggressive line than Harvey Claridge. He just can't quite get an advantage off that hairpin turn.
He's getting frustrated. Corey Stainer, he's the quicker man. He knows he's quicker than Harvey Claridge, but he just can't find the way through as he kicks it down a couple of gears. Casey gets that much quicker, and if he's not careful here in looking for the move up the inside, he might lose a place rather than make the place. They sweep through the first chicane. They've got a little bit of a gap now back to 4th.
Yes, indeed. Out of McLaren into Lakeside. And again, is Stainer going to have an opportunity here, or is O'Gorman going to get one over? They exit the corner nicely into the horseshoe. Stainer again close to Claridge. He needs good purchase to get down to the Riverside Loop. Again, he's on a completely different racing line to Claridge. Claridge now cuts across to the inside line to cover him. He's starting to feel a lot of competition here as they head towards the infield. I think Stainer might get a chance here if he's good on the throttle. O'Gorman's strong on the throttle too, though, so this is not going to be clear-cut at all. Claridge defends to the inside. They come round bottom bend, through paddock bend as well now, and good acceleration off the turn from Stainer. He might get a chance into McLaren. No, Claridge shuts him off, and O'Gorman's tucked up behind him. This is magnificent action from these three.
Battle for 7th. It's led by Jake Hopper. Jake's been drawn into the Moto Rapido Ducati team. We'll be catching up with the riders in that team next time out. But this is the lead battle again. Casey looking up the inside of Corey. Corey now looking up the inside of Harvey. Is he going to get it down? The man on the yellow wheels against the man with the orange wheels. Just gets his nose cut off. But Casey looking to take advantage.
This is so tight. Any one of these three riders could get the victory. And of course, if they get too close together, then the man behind them, Callum Beach, could pick up the pieces here for a very tasty podium. Again, Stainer's got good acceleration off the turn though. Stronger than he's had so far. Draws up alongside. Nearly manages to get enough on the inside line. That was so tight. But again, Harvey Claridge just sticks his bike in exactly the right part of the road and says, no way, Jose. I am leading this race to the flag. What have you got? This is definitely not good enough to get through. Now it's up the inside. O'Gorman's taken perfect example. Perfect advantage there on the inside, and he might get an opportunity to go for Claridge as well here. Stainer tries to get back to the inside. O'Gorman is there. He's now in the box seat to take the victory. He could do this.
And Corey Stainer is not a happy camper in third place. He will be so frustrated to have spent the whole race trying to take first, and now he's dropped from second to third, and Casey O'Gorman now looking to take the top spot off Harvey Claridge into McLaren chicane. Can't get it done there. Out onto Lakeside straight and into Lakeside chicane. One more time. Last lap. It could be drama. Fastest lap being set by Scott Ogden. He's through to fourth place. But the battle for the win is between these three.
I can't watch. This is so tight. Stainer tries to go the long way around O'Gorman. O'Gorman's trying to get the cut back to Harvey Claridge. He's got good speed off the throttle. He's going to be alongside him. Can he get there into the infield S's? Yes, he's there on the inside, and Stainer goes with him. Amazing move from Casey O'Gorman. He's got himself the victory, surely. Or is Stainer going to have one final ace up his sleeve into the final corners? He's got an opportunity. Throws it up the inside. He's not going to gamble. It's going to be Casey O'Gorman who wins it in absolutely spectacular style. That's the best ride I've ever seen from Casey O'Gorman, and this season that is saying a lot. Casey O'Gorman wins it. A brilliant victory from Stainer, Claridge, Ogden and Beach, and that increases Casey O'Gorman's stock in this championship even more. He's in 5th position in the points now. Harvey Claridge still leads the championship. Beach and Ogden are very close together, with Stainer and O'Gorman wowing the crowds here at Lydd. One more race after the break.
This is Cool Fab Racing.